Hi guys, welcome to a special Pharaoh video. In this video I'm going to be doing one of the missions that I've completed before, which is mission 33, Migdol, or if you're playing it with the classical name is Pelusium. And basically the reason I want to do it over again is because the way I built that map before was really my old style, because I used to place everything as lines, but now I do a housing block design, as you know. So I just play tested it before I did this. So I just wanted to show you how to do that same mission using my housing block design. So let's have a go. It's not difficult really. I mean, last time I played it, it was really difficult. But it's not difficult once you get it. And I mean, I got a 64 prosperity in my playtest, but hopefully you like this. I'll let you watch this, well, I'll let you listen to the narrator.
Since the days of the great Shabaka, unifier of Upper and Lower Egypt and sire of Pharaoh Taharqa, conflict with the aggressive Assyrians has been the norm. While he still lived, Pharaoh Shabaka saw that it was proper to aid our brothers in Palestine, who were chafing under the harsh rule of Assyria. Beware! The minions of the heathen king Ashur-hadan are again on the march, and as always, their eyes are on the fertile lands of Egypt. It is now your turn for glory. As royal mayor of Migdol, you will be expected to defend against the series of attacks by these accursed foes. Located on the eastern rim of the Nile Delta, your border fortress is on the front line of Egypt's outer defenses. Properly training your soldiers and establishing trading links to secure weapons or raw materials from which to make your own will be important. Do not falter. A strong military stand is vital to ensure the continued independence of Egypt. If you can hold out for a mere 7 years, victory will be assured. Taharqa, the great Pharaoh, second son of Shabaka, will be watching.
Alright, so basically from that, what we're going to do is, this is what you call a survival mission. Now if you've played all of the Pharaoh missions, like the ones before the Cleopatra expansion, there are no timed missions and no survival missions at all. What the... don't know what that was all about, but there you go. So yeah, this is the first survival mission in the entire game. Basically, a survival mission is where you will play through a certain number of years, aka you'll play through 7 years regardless, okay? And as soon as the 7 years are up, you have to meet the 1,000 population goal, the culture rating of 10, and have a 15 prosperity. Now, if you reach the 7 years and you don't reach one of these, you instantly fail. It's an instant fail. You don't continue at all. But if you meet the goals, you can play on for another few years or whatever you want, okay? Now the graphical glitches here because I'm using the full HD hack, which glitches it a bit. So let's go in. Right, now it's only 1,000 people, so you don't need to build anywhere outside this walled area. What I'm going to do is destroy all the roads, because it's not a very good layout, in my opinion. We just turn the camera around to this side. I'm going to build that there, then build up and round. A nice simple loop, and this loop will actually hold all 1,000 people. Now there's some asps over there, I'm going to deal with them. Asps are one of the Cleopatra expansion animals that can attack you, basically. Oops. If we just wall them in. Oops. The reason it's going really slow is because I've got it on 10% speed, which basically freezes everything in place for us. Now the attacks in this mission will start out as just simple scouting parties, but they'll build up to a somewhat substantial attack by the end of the mission, so you want to get started as fast as possible really. We just build a road to here. Now you'll want to put some storage yards down, specifically for lettuce and chickpeas. Reason for this is simply because you'll be requested for a couple of items from Men Fair, and if you succeed in dealing with their famines, then your kingdom rating will go up basically. So you'll want to have them set like that. Just so you know, making money in this mission is quite tough. So don't be surprised if you fail the first time in this mission. It takes a couple of tries, but once you've done it once, it's easy. What we're going to do is build a work camp there and a work camp there. Oops. What I'm going to do is do a kind of loop round like that. What I'm going to do is destroy that a bit because that's a bit too narrow in my opinion. If I just build that there. Regather. There's very little reeds here. There's only the reeds up in the top there, and the small number here. So your economy is not really going to be fueled by papyrus exports. Rather, it's going to be fueled by a lot of weapon exports. Weapons are exportable in this mission, contrary to what some believe. It is actually possible to export weapons in this mission. You can only export 25 weapons a month to mend the fair. But yeah. Now, if you've probably not noticed, the cities in the Cleopatra expansions don't generally tend to sell you the what they would normally sell you in the game. So for example, Mend the Fair sells you chariots and barley, which it never did in the original, and they buy copper, which they didn't do in the original. So, and yeah, Timna sells you things and buy stuff that it didn't actually buy. Now, Enclome is tradable here, but there's actually no purpose to opening it. It's the only water trade route and it closes down by the second attack anyway, so don't bother with it. You only have 2 trade routes in this mission, so it's quite tough, I would say. What I'm going to do actually is build that road out like that. Oops. So they come wandering in. Papyrus and a storage yard. What I'm going to do is put a little group of houses here. Just build one ship right there, don't bother building anything else. What you want to do is destroy these trees and put 4 fishing wharfs in. You're not going to supplement your people's food with fish, however, you're just going to use it as a money making tool because Timna buys fish, lots of it. So just do that. You'll kind of want like separate little disconnected communities just around your city. If we just build that and that. If we just put that in, 1, 2, 3. Oops, it's not going to plan. It's too low. Well, it's not high enough. Sorry. 1. Oh, for goodness sake. Firehouse. Build a storage yard here until it takes out copper, chariots, and lots of weapons. You'll want to export weapons to their maximum. Don't bother building an infantry. 1 chariot fort will do in this mission. Weapons. Let's see. Just build a chariot tier fort. I also recommend building an archer's fort just to deal with the first invasion. You're not given much time to deal with the invasions, however. Just speed that up a bit just to let them get out of my way. And pottery. I'm going to put in some shrines to Seth. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't need to go overboard with god appeasement here. Just a few shrines and a temple or so will do. 1, 2, 3. That should pretty much do it. And what I'm going to do is do storage yard, beer, barley. Now just open up the 2 trade routes to Mend the Fair and Timna straight away. Don't even hesitate on it. What you want to do is import barley and import a very small amount of copper. Don't go overboard with the copper, and only import 2 chariots at a time. Okay, what we're going to do is set that to be stockpiling just to stop them from, you know. Oh shit, I've just realised I haven't got any farms. What a fail that was. Let's just slow this right down and build these farms properly. Right, speed up a bit. Chickpeas down there. We build a lettuce farm there, a chickpea farm there, and then build up a little here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should just be about right. You don't want to have too many farms. Actually, Migdol is one of the very few missions in this game where you actually are able to import to grow lettuce. Because if I remember correctly, Abu is also one of the missions that grows lettuce, but it's one of the very few in the game. So your lettuce is quite... what's the word? It's not a rare item, but you won't find much of it, to be honest. Importing barley. Now I just got to wait for my houses to evolve a bit. What's our god's like? Seth's the patron here, so try not to upset him too much. Basically try to evolve as many of your houses as possible. Pottery. House. You want your houses up to spacious homestead, is it? Spacious apartments, sorry. You can't build schools here, so all your papyrus will just go to export. There's no point trying to build any higher than that. You don't really need to. Just gonna wait off a bit before building tax collectors, sorry. Actually, do it now, because it's only a village palace you have to build anyway. I'm gonna evolve these houses just to make them hold more people. Right, so because of their Jews of conquest, Jews of empire, sorry, the Assyrian army will arrive in the city in 1 month bent on conquest, and it's just one person is all they send. So an archer fort should just be enough to deal with that for now anyway. They come from the the exit side of the kingdom road, so we just move our archer fort forward. Dead, pretty much instantaneously. I'm actually going to set that to high priority, just so that they'll go and dock with it. In the first few months of the mission you'll probably not make very much money, so don't worry too much about it. Just basically evolve as many of the houses as possible, really. So as you can see, all the houses are evolving quite well now. So we should reach the 1,000 population without too much. I think that the easiest size to reach are culture and population. Prosperity is probably the trickier of the two, in my opinion. I'm going to actually put houses in that space there because I know that some of these single houses will devolve a lot. And it might drop you under the population goal. And you don't want that. What I'm going to do is build an extra temple to Seth just here, just to keep him happy. What I'm going to do is stop stockpiling that. Export all the fish you can, just set that to 0. It'll get it over and done with you. Why has that got wood? I don't even have wood to import, so how does it have wood? Let's just ship right. I wonder if what tends to happen in Cleopatra is a few glitches happen, like people's pathway go all messed up and then you'll just see like musicians and God knows what else wandering off into the wilderness without any explanation at all. Like literally no explanation at all. So some rogue goods can get imported by mistake, which results in errors, basically. Especially when wood is not even... Oops. Especially when wood is not even an import in this mission, nor can it even be grown. I don't get that at all, that glitch, to be honest, but there you go. Like, I don't understand why it happens, if that makes sense. You'll really want to just export what you can. Once you've got the bulk of your city built, it's fine. You don't have to build some massively over-prepared army for this. So now that you've got the bulk of your city prepared, you just got to sit around and wait for the mission to complete. Basically, I mean, it's not difficult. But the thing is, because it's a timed mission, because your city was attacked by an Assyrian army, the trade route to Nkomi has been shut down. And that's the only water trade route, so you don't really need to bother building docks, especially when the amount of space you've got is really cramped anyway. But because this is a survival mission, it means you will play through all of the missions, whatever happens. It doesn't matter if you meet the goals earlier than intended, you will play through all of the... Right, so the people of Mennefer are losing hope, blah blah blah, because they're good. I mean, this is actually good because they will... dispatch that letter straight. Now you'll either get wood or weapons. If you get weapons, you can just export all the weapons, obviously. And obviously this guy's glitched. So if I set that to that. Stop importing chariots. That gets that going again. So our city's still losing money because the game hasn't updated. Basically, to win this mission, you just need to make sure you're making a profit in the last 24 months of the mission. If you're not, then you're screwed, obviously. But see, as you can see, we're gaining money now. Okay, so because of 600 heads of lettuce, you'll either get copper or weapons. So just set weapons and then you can just get rid of them all. Mennefer is your only buyer of weapons and you only buy 25 a month. You can't increase that because there's no worship of Ra here, sorry. I'm gonna build a festival square, oops, and appease Osiris to get some, because our flood looks like it might fail entirely, so I want to improve that somewhat. As you can see, our employment is quite bad. It's likely you'll have unemployment here, don't worry about it. What I tend to do is just start building booths and all sorts everywhere. Although you're not required to, you can try to go for perfect perfect coverage of your booths and bandstands and all that. So there you go, you got perfect. Is our flood going to be any better? This is actually the first time I've played this and it's actually had a poor flood. I suppose it is all a bit of chance really, but if you do get a terrible flood then that just can't be helped, can't it? You dare kill my archers, you stupid people. So if we just check our goals, as you can see, I'm going to meet it. See, a lot of the people that play this mission tend to end up building up a really massive city unnecessarily, or concentrate so much on trying to import and that they forget that they've got a prosperity rating and then fail. Or they try to develop that prosperity rating too late, where it actually has literally no effect, basically. So as you can see, the very small amount of reeds means that your workers are going to go backwards and forwards harvesting them. And of course with Cleopatra they'll make sure that you can't get to additional reed sources like here. I mean look, there's even game meat birds available here and yet you can't use them because of course the floodplain has been extended to a point so that you can't get to that island. Sneaky, I know. A lot of the Cleopatra missions are very generally direct. They tell you what to do basically. For example, in this mission you've got a wall built that basically tells you build the city here. So yeah. How's good's inundation going to be this time? Good, oh that's good. And we've got 26 prosperity. Oh, we're going to breeze past this mission, it's not difficult at all. Two of the invasions come to the right of the kingdom road. One just comes a little bit further along, and one comes from the trees in the bottom corner where the asps are. And at a random point your contaminated water happens. Not good. What was the other one? Got foreign army. Or it's Osiris blessing us. It's an excellent flood now. That's a good flood. That's pretty simple, in my opinion. One chariot fort, one archer fort, you'll be fine. Don't bother distributing weapons to your recruiter though, just because it's easier. I'm now just going to put down loads of weaponsmiths just to get this going a bit further. So there we go, a nice good flood. We should get another request for famine, I believe, just in the last couple of months. I believe 2 requests are supposed to come through, actually. Just gotta wait for it now. Well, we're finished the mission. So just wait around then. Oh, there it is. And it comes just in the last 6 months of the mission. And usually the request will be timed so that it'll come when the flood, like the harvest is coming in. And all it'll result in is just a couple of weapons or copper. Or something that you really just don't need at all. But it's come later than it should because we're finished the mission. Pretty much. There you go, finished. Now if you fulfill both requests, all that happens is you'll get either copper or weapons from either or, okay? Simple mission, just explore what you can really.
Well done! Your personal courage and steadfastness in battle inspired your troops to perform to their utmost. The accursed Assyrians have been ungraciously expelled from Egypt's soil. Word of your deed has reached the Pharaoh, and he is indeed pleased.
So that's that. Migdol done again and completed without too much difficulty using my house and loop design. So I hope you enjoyed this little bonus video. If you like it, click the like button, and I'll see you all in the next video. I'll just say the next video because I'm not going to tell you when I'm doing these anymore, okay? Because it's easier to keep this as an anonymous thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.